So if you're constantly thinking about debt, you have to be honest that, hey, I'm constantly thinking about my debt. And trust me, if you have a lot of debt, you're going to think about it. But how can you shift the thought to get out of the debt? Have you heard money doesn't grow on trees, or making money is bad, or spiritual people shouldn't charge for that, or there isn't enough, that's too expensive? All of these stories create a lens in which you see money through. Some of those beliefs may land for you, some may be completely different than what I just mentioned. The key is, and the point is, that we all have a lens that we look through when it comes to money. And our money beliefs create a scarcity mindset or create an abundant mindset. Whatever mindset you have, the question is it where you want to be? Is there room for growth? Because money is an exchange of energy. It is not how you are valued and what you are worth. Let me say that slightly different. Money beliefs will determine the lens in which you see the world through and what you're able to receive. And your worth is not determined by the amount of money you make. Hey, can you do me a big favor? Hit that like button and subscribe. When you like this video, it helps with the algorithm and it helps us grow our community to be with you and many like-minded people so we can grow, awaken, and heal together. Also, if you'd like to hit that notification button, you'll get notified anytime we do a new episode. Please comment as well. Comments help us, and I would love to read your comment. I'd love to get back to you. All right, let's jump back into this episode. You can shift your lens so that more money and more abundance can come to you more easily and effortless, or you can keep the lens the same. It's totally up to you. You can shift your lens at any time. So if you hear stories like money doesn't grow on trees and rich people are evil, whatever those stories are, one is you have to choose to understand what those stories are so that you can shift the lens. So I want you to take a moment and ask yourself, what are stories you've heard about money? Or what is a money story you keep telling yourself? Maybe you keep telling yourself, I'm bad with money. I'll never get out of this debt. Oh, I got that bill again. How am I going to pay for it? Whatever that story is, I want you to take a moment and think about it without judgment. There's no reason to judge. Zero reason to judge, because what we're doing right now is looking at a belief that you have that's creating a particular lens that you're looking through. Then I want you to ask yourself, how does it make you feel? So, rich people are evil. How does that make you feel? I'll never get out of debt. How does that make you feel? Does it make you feel hopeless? Does it make you feel angry? Does it make you feel sad? How does it make you feel? Then we're going to take a moment and feel the feeling that you have about that story, about that belief. And I want you to just, if it's hopelessness, like really, really feel it. Breathe with it. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. And then you're going to cancel it. You're going to cancel that feeling, because we are not going to hold on to that feeling. And we're going to choose a different belief that you can start seeing a lens through. And it's okay if you don't believe it yet, no problem. And that is, I am abundant. I am worthy to receive an abundant amount of money. There is plenty of money to go around, and I receive it easily and effortlessly. Whatever feeling, whatever statement, whatever affirmation you want to state, I want you to state it, and I want it to be stated in a positive way. So state it as if you have it. Once you state it, I want you to choose a feeling that's attached to that. Maybe it's excitement, maybe it's abundance, maybe it's happiness, maybe it's love, maybe it's joy, maybe it's enthusiasm. Whatever the feeling is, you're going to feel it. And we're going to use that moving forward, okay? When it comes to money beliefs, we want to shift out of our mindset anytime you have a thought about money that does not serve you. So if you're thinking about a bill and it's a negative thought, you need to shift out of that mindset. And you can use the CFCCF method. So it's catch the thought, feel the feeling, cancel the thought, choose a different thought, feel the new feeling. And this is going to help you shift out of it really quickly. It's a 90-second exercise. Very, very simple. But the thing is you have to be willing to catch those thoughts and catch those statements and catch those deeds that you are in order to shift it. And you have to be radically honest with yourself about it. So if you're constantly thinking about debt, you have to be honest that, hey, I'm constantly thinking about my debt. And trust me, if you have a lot of debt, you're going to think about it. But how can you shift the thought to get out of the debt? And if you're noticing like, I can never earn more money, and that's a thought you have, of course you're never going to get out of debt, because you have the thought that you can never make more money than what you're making now. I remember walking with my husband one day, and we were talking about money. And he brought up a certain income level that I realized in that moment that I had never thought that I was worthy of receiving that amount of money. And it blew my mind that I had this invisible ceiling, even though I wasn't saying it out loud, that I had this invisible ceiling of what I thought my earning potential was based on something he said. And so sometimes we might not be verbalizing it, but subconsciously we are stating that this is the ceiling that I'm at. This is the amount that I'm capable and only able to make. And so if you want to make more money and you want to receive more money, state what it is. State it and choose feelings and feel those feelings and visualize it coming to you. Because when you visualize, your brain has something attached to it. And just so you know, you don't have to be a good visualizer. You can just imagine that you have an abundant amount of money coming to you. You can imagine getting an unexpected check in the mail. You can imagine receiving a raise and attach feelings that feel really good to those visualizations, because it will allow you to raise your frequency to receive them. So paying attention to even subconscious beliefs around money is going to be really key. The other thing is I love having a money mantra. Like love having a money mantra. And back in the day, I was wanting to save a bunch of money, and I was starting off at a new dealership, like in my previous career, and I wanted to make more than I ever made before. And so I started having this money mantra, and the money mantra was, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. And when I would say this mantra to myself, all of a sudden I started adding, and I've created the perfect business for myself. So this mantra became way more than a money mantra, because I literally did create the perfect business for myself, because I wired that into my brain and into my frequency structure, my energy signature. And I love it. Like, the possibilities of what I'm able to create in my business and the flow of money that's able to come to me through my business is limitless, which is really cool to think about. And you can do the same thing. You can have a money mantra that supports you in attracting what it is that you want. So it's like, I easily attract money. I'm able to save it, and I'm able to donate with ease and grace, and plenty more always comes back to me. It could be something like that. It could be something in terms of, I am abundant, money flows to me. I am prosperous, money flows to me, and I'm able to easily keep it, save it, and spend it. Whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, is totally up to you. But there's this shift that has to happen. And I remember the first time I had like a massive shift in terms of like receiving more money. And that was, I was probably 20 years old, maybe. Yeah, I was 20 years old. I wasn't even 21 yet. Maybe 19. But I was driving home from work one day, and I was serving, I was cocktail waitress. Like, I made more money that night, and I just had this like tremendous feeling of, I'm going to make more money and I'm going to be rich. I didn't even know what the definition of rich was, but I could feel it in my bones. And that's the thing. It's like, whatever you think rich is, I want you to eliminate that thought. And I want you to envision you are rich. You are rich in your relationships. You are rich in your relationship with yourself. You are rich in your chosen career. And you can be a stay-at-home mom. You can be a stay-at-home dad. You can be a volunteer. Like, you're choosing what you're spending your time on. And if that's a stay-at-home mom, or if you have a corporate career, or if you are an entrepreneur, it's a choice that you're making. And you can be rich in that area, whatever chapter you're in. And I want you to define what your definition of rich. And I don't want you to envision, unless this is your definition, but I don't want you to envision like someone that is a trillionaire that has a yacht that travels around the world and has, you know, a massive team. Maybe that is your vision, but most people, that's not their vision of what they feel rich is. I want you to create your vision and leave out all the stereotypes and all the noise of what stories you've been told about what rich is, so that when you rewire that story, you are rich. And it doesn't have to do with money. Money just flows into that richness, because that is what that is. And for me, like, that was a moment in my life when I was driving home that I felt, and I knew that I would have a very rich life. And I didn't know what that meant. I just knew that I'm rich. Like, I am so rich. And I remember this because, like, I can still visualize myself in my car driving home saying this to myself out loud in the middle of the night, and like really believing it myself. Like, I could feel it, I could believe it, and I owned it. And that's a part of the rewiring, is like this owning piece of it. And so you can own your rich life. You can feel rich without the stereotypes of what you once thought rich was. You can create your own richness, and that richness can evolve as you evolve as well. So take a moment and give yourself permission to like redefine rich, and then proclaim it. Proclaim what that is. Visualize yourself being that. Own it in every cell of your body and being, because you deserve a rich life. Like, you deserve a prosperous life. You deserve an abundant life. You deserve it, because when you recognize that that is what you are able and capable of receiving, because let me tell you, receiving is a money block. If you don't believe that you are worthy, you're not going to receive that level of worth. And so you got to shift out of unworthiness into worthy. And so you got to define what that is and then really own it. And when you shift into worthiness, you're rich, you're abundant. You are capable of receiving beyond your wildest imagination. The ceilings that you create, you can break them. You can bulldoze through them. It's up to you. It's a choice. I love telling my 4-year-old that. Like, it's a choice. You always have choice. You have a choice. And you might be going, but I got this and I got that right there. Whatever excuse you just made, if you just made one, and some of you didn't, but if you just made an excuse, that's the thing to look at. That is the very thing to look at and do the CFCCF method on it. Catch it, feel it, cancel it, choose a different thought, feel a new feeling. Because that is limiting you in what you are capable of receiving. And you deserve it all, my friend. I promise you. Please share this with a friend. I know you have at least one friend that could benefit from this. Also, comment below. What is your new money belief? What is your new mantra? So you can either share a belief with me or share your mantra. I would love, love, love to hear from you. If you're watching the YouTube video, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below. It helps our algorithm. It helps us stay in contact with you. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.